down, 0% interest, term 5 years with that 5-year clause.
Okay, so let me get this clear because I'm taking notes, so I want to make sure I have the correct notes. Avenue, your client's looking for 10% down payment, 0% interest rate, 5-year balloon with the option to extend another 5 years automatically, and that's the deal. You know I'm not gonna go around you. Like you probably heard my name around.
What's your name?
Kevin Cho.
Oh my God, this is Kevin Cho?
Yes. Oh.
Hey there, my name. Can I help you?
Hey, my name is Kevin Cho. I was calling about the.
Yes. Give me 1 second. Told me your name was Kevin, right?
That's right.
And what would you like to know about the property?
Are you the listing agent on this house?
Excuse me?
Are you the listing agent on this house?
I work for her.
Okay. Would I be able to get a hold of her or?
I'm one of her partners. Like, I can give you the information.
Okay. I was calling about the seller finance options. It says call for details, so I wanted to see what you guys were looking for.
Okay. Yes. So specifically on that, the one who's taking care of this is my partner, Joe. If you want, I can have him give you a call back in a few minutes. He's out of the office right now on a meeting. But I can have him give you a call back. He has all the knowledge behind everything and how it works. I just don't want to give you any misinformation.
Oh, I thought you had
Can I
it.
have him call you back at this number?
Yeah, sure.
It's just to verify. It's a 949. All right. I am going to.
What's his number? So I know who's calling.
This number, he's gonna call you from his personal number, not from the office line. But this number is our office line.
Well, what's his personal? Because my phone blocks all the phone calls that I don't know. So I gotta.
Here, I got you right now. I'll give you his phone number right now.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
What was that? Yeah, I know everything about this deal. Yeah. Just ask me a question.
I just don't know anything.
He's like, oh, I don't know anything. Oh, here, give me. I'll have my partner give you a call. It's like, what?
Hello, this is.
Hey, my name is Kevin. I got your number from your assistant just now.
Hey, Kevin, how's it going?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. I'll get straight to the point. It's Monday, so I'm sure you're very busy. But I was calling about the Avenue 3020.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Oh, well, you already sold me on that. Why is it a good deal?
No, the lady agreed to me doing terms with her, 0% interest.
Okay.
5-year balloon. Of course, I put an additional term in there that if the property doesn't appraise to the original purchase price, this balloon will extend 5 more years. So that allows, the property never appraises for the amount originally in 5 years. So it'll probably be instant 10-year balloon, 0% interest. You're saving about $367,000 just in interest alone if you keep it for the whole 10 years.
Okay.
Prime is about 6.9. You got to pay the mortgage brokers 2 points. So that's about almost $350 in interest if you just find, on a regular conventional for 10 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and it's the biggest, it's the nicest, and it's the cheapest. So I looked at all the comps. Nothing is selling that cheap for the amount of size you're getting and how nice that thing is.
I see. What's the down payment?
Down payment on that's going to be somewhere between, I think it's 90. It's 90 grand down, 0% interest, term 5 years with that 5-year clause.
Okay, so let me get this clear because I'm taking notes, so I want to make sure I have the correct notes. Avenue, your client's looking for 10% down payment, 0% interest rate, 5-year balloon with the option to extend another 5 years automatically, and that's the deal.
You just have to put if the property doesn't appraise for the original purchase price.
Okay, got it.
I call it the balloon. The balloons are for clown's clause. In other words, like the sellers don't catch it, but they don't realize that at the end of the five years, it doesn't appraise. I get 5 more years. Like they don't catch it, but she's okay with it anyway.
Are you a sub 2 student?
I am.
You're on the sub 2 Zoom, dude.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I'm addicted to it, bro. This is. I got 3 of them so far. This is my favorite one, and I don't have any capital, so literally, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I have a contract in escrow right now on this one. Like, literally, I got the escrow a couple hours ago. But what he's trying to do is, like, he asked me, he goes, does the shed have an address and a meter? And I'm like, oh, I'm thinking this guy thinks it's a duplex or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And if you know that neighborhood, all of those houses have an additional shed they're massive sheds. This one has a kitchenette, an office, a bathroom, and it's 2,000 to 2,500 square foot big. That's just the shed. The house itself is 2,500. With a pool, and it's fully renovated. So I think in his mind, buying it, he thinks that's a second building with a meter and an address. And I told him no. So I'm 50-50 on him. I got to hear what he says today. He wants access to it.
Well, forget about him.
What are you thinking on this one? You like this one?
Well, I like the 0% interest rate, but well, let's shoot it. Let's shoot it straight. How much? What's the lowest I can go down on this?
Make me an offer, bro.
Well, you help me. I just called you. I mean, my default offer is always 0% down, 0% seller finance. I'm sure that your clients won't take that. So,
well, no, I remember my fees built into the down payment.
Okay.
And they want something down. They want something down. So I just can't disclose that amount because then that shows you my profit.
I mean, are you getting commission or are you getting an assignment fee?
No, my fee's built into the down payment. But I have it marked up so that way when you pay me down payment, let's say you give me the 90 grand, your balance is going to 920 minus 90. It's still going to show that on the HUD and your balance and the promissory note and everything. It's still going to show that. Like, my fee's built in, but it's not going to affect every money that you put down goes towards the principal. So if it's 920 and you put 100, your balance is going to be 820. Because I have my markup is in the price.
So what's your markup?
Down payment.
So what's your markup?
I would tell you that, but then I got to kill you.
You know I'm not gonna go around you. Like you probably heard my name around.
What's your name?
Kevin Cho.
Oh my God, this is Kevin Cho?
Yes.
What's up, Kevin?
Tell me, you don't have to kill me, just tell me what you're looking for.
I just gotta look at the paperwork, I'll find out. Honestly, bro, I'm looking for that. If I can get that, but I mean, if you're trying to, I mean, talk to me, bro, like, tell Kevin Cho a deal would be fantastic, to be honest with you, but, I mean, if I got a better offer, I got a better offer, you know what I mean?
I mean, most of the time people are not looking for better offers. Most of the time people are looking for certainty in the offer, whether it's lower amount, right? At the end of the day. So I mean, here, let's do this. I first of all, I don't even know if I'm buying in Florida. Like, I have to ask my partner. But I'm just giving you a call because it was literally no interest deal. So I kind of figured let's give it a call. But 0% seller finance, I like it. 10% is good. I just want to know how much money, what's the lowest I can bring down, because I don't want to have I don't really want to put 90 grand down, because if I can bring 90 grand down, that means I can buy 2 houses with it versus 1, you know?
Right. Taking a lot of liquidity out of it. Or let me ask you a question. What's your deal? What's your offer on a partnership?
I don't partner with people outside of my partnership. That's the LLC operating agreement. Is like I don't until that partnership dissolves, I'm not allowed to go into another partnership.
That makes a lot of sense, Kevin. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, listen, let me do this. I'm still on the inspection period with this guy. I can't get out of it. He's already got to spread the title company. I think I'm under contract for 3 more days. I'll call you as soon as I'm out, and if he's out, I'll talk turkey with you on the down payment, so that way you can keep more money in your bank account.
Sure. I mean, how much are you making that you're like not telling me how much you're making? I paid 25 grand assignment fees. I paid 30 grand assignment fees. I don't care. But I'm like, for me, if I can get into this deal for like 5% down, like I'm like, all right, let's have a conversation then.
All right, I'll try. Let's see what I can do.
All right.
I'll do that. Let me get out of contract with this guy. If it doesn't work out, and we'll talk. I'm down, bro.
Okay. Last name?
Save my number.
Okay. Well, what's gonna happen?
I got 2 more deals like this, bro. This is not the only one I got.
All right. So what's gonna happen is there's gonna be other people that's gonna give you a call because 0% seller finance. Like you already said, this is a good deal. But I will give you a firm answer whether I'm a buyer or not. But do not give this deal to anybody else unless it's pays.
All right. Yeah. Just that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done with this guy, I'm gonna call you directly.
Yeah.
You got my word.
Yeah. The other person you can
I don't want my name on the street being tossed around.
the other person you can accept a phone call is this guy named Jason Lombardi. If he gives you a call, you can pick up his phone. He's a safe guy.
Okay. Okay, Jason Lombardi, got it.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin. Well, hopefully I'll see you at the finish line. Give me a few days, please.
Okay. Bye.
I'm not going anywhere. This deal's not going anywhere. Don't worry.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. If you guys have any seller finance deal, email it to deals@thekevincho.com, and I'll be happy to take a look at it. So there are a couple of ways for you to go about this, right? Like you could, with the list that I gave that I gave in the general public, you can go after homeowners that already sold their houses on seller finance. But sometimes these homeowners that sold their houses are represented by real estate agents, right? So there's 2 different ways, right? Go directly to the seller or go directly to the agents that represented it. And so let's just say you look at a house on 123 Main Street and that house was sold on seller finance. You can go directly to the seller and say, hey, do you have anything else that you consider seller financing? You can go directly to the listing agent if it was listed by if it was sold through a real estate agent, and you can go to the buyer's agent and say, hey, looks like you brought it looks like your client bought a house on 123 Main Street on seller finance. Would you be interested in finding me a seller finance deal? I'm the buyer and you can represent me, right? So there are multiple ways for you to go about it, and it's one list but multiple ways of attacking it, right? So in this Zoom, in this video, we're going to be talking about like how to generate leads through real estate agents because it is completely free.
Speaking.
Hi, this is Kevin.
Kevin?
Yes, Kevin Cho.
Kevin Cho.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I was calling. This is so random, but I know you sold a house 4 years ago in Irvine.
I didn't sold it. I just leased it. I
Oh.
helped to lease.
Oh,
to
you
find
did.
the tenant.
Do you know the listing agent's information?
Listing information. I did.
No. Like, do you know who sold? Do you know the realtor's information who sold the house?
Never been sold. Currently, the original owner owns it.
Okay. That house was sold on seller finance back in 2002 to 2020, right? Seller finance.
That one is the personal loan. So I don't have any idea about that.
Okay.
Title never changed.
Oh, title never changed. I see. Yeah, I'm from Irvine. I used to live right by Woodbridge, and I buy a lot of houses on seller finance, and I just thought you might know anything.
I see. And recently, seller finance is very hard to find.
Yeah, why is that?
Usually, seller doesn't want that.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of these or not really? You don't maybe 1 or 2?
No, I don't do that.
Okay, you don't do that. Okay, got it. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
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 Mm-hmm.
Love you. I guess seller finance, it doesn't really happen that much because they're Asians. I don't think Asians do seller finance. I think it's an Asian thing. 100% an Asian thing. Hey.
Yes.
Hey, my name is Kevin Cho. I was calling about the listing that you already sold earlier this year on.
Yes.
Hey man, this is completely out of the blue, and but I wanted to give you a call because that looks like that house was sold on seller finance. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm local. I'm located here in Arcadia, and I buy one house a month on seller finance, and I just wanted to see if you would know any of the clients that might be interested in seller finance.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, potentially.
Oh, really?
I have one, but the one right now, we're on the market
for a little bit, and we're going to take them off and relist in the fall potentially. But they might be open to seller finance. They own it. It's in a 55 plus community. Do you touch any of that?
I have one on 55 plus community on seller finance, and that was in Sun City West. So
okay, this one's in the East Valley. It's in,
is that Mesa? Yeah.
Yep.
What can I get the address?
Yes. Yeah. Let me see. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
I believe it's. Let me make sure that's right.
Yeah, I preferred East Valley, but I mean, if as long as it's Maricopa County, I don't really care too much.
Let me see.
269. That it's listed for 269.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's that. Yeah.
Okay. What's do you know any terms that they would consider, like down payment, interest rate, all that stuff? I know you don't have to give me an exact number, but
Yeah, no, they don't really have terms. They just, I know they'd want like a decent amount monthly. Like, I think we got one seller finance guy that was going to do it, but it was under $1,000 a month or something like that. And they weren't interested in that. They'd rather just sell, and even if they get $250 for it or, $240 for it or whatever. So yeah, it has to be a little bit of a chunk up front and then a decent monthly, because they're using it to pay for their mom's, care now that she's older.
Right. Okay.
So.
Yeah, it's a high. It looks like a pretty hefty HOA. 630. It's pretty.
It is. Yes. Yeah, it's crazy in that neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, do they give out free breakfast, lunch, and dinner with that, or?
Yeah, I wish. No, it's because she's in one of the little townhouses, so all exterior is taken care of for them.
Okay, I see. Do you? I mean, you're one of the few agents that actually understand seller finance and that actually see the benefit of doing a seller finance. Do you? I would love to keep this relationship going, just because I usually, what happens is I'll buy one house on seller finance from one seller, and I come to find out they usually have 7 or 10 other houses that they bought over the course of 20, 30 years, and I just buy one house from each seller, one at a time, maybe 3 or 4 for a year, and then I now have probably 9 sellers that I work with on a consistent basis, where I'm just buying their entire portfolio, and some of them, sometimes I'm working directly with the seller, but sometimes I have listing agents involved, and they get commissions on every single one of them. So I want to keep this relationship going, because I love for you to get paid on every single one of them.
Yeah. Do you actually buy, or do you sell them?
No, I actually buy.
Do you wholesale them? Okay.
No, I mean I do wholesale, but then I have 29 portfolio here in the Valley. I'll be happy to send you the listings, but seller finance I buy. Seller finance deals I buy, but sometimes there are times where I have an opportunity to take over 2%, 3% interest rate mortgages. Those I usually sell it off sub 2, just because I realize, okay, if I do one seller finance deal, I might get 7 or 10 different houses, but if I do a sub 2 deal, I usually don't get more than one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Well, I'll definitely I'll say it's Kevin, right?
Yeah, my name's Kevin. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to save your contact, and I'll definitely let you know. I've got a couple more in the works. I don't have anything signed with the sellers yet, so just waiting to get that signature this week. I've got 2 more this week that I should have.
Perfect.
So I'll definitely hit you up and see if it would work for them.
All right. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Yep, no worries, Kevin. Have a good one.
Bye. All right. That was a great call, right? He understands the investor side, right? He's like, do you only buy them, or do you wholesale them? So he's been approached with other wholesalers here in town, and he already knows the benefit of doing a seller finance deal. He's cool. He picks up his phone at 9:30 on a Monday. This most likely won't be an immediate deal, but this will be a deal that I might do a deal with him in 12 to 24 months. For sure, do a deal with him in 12 months. Sorry. Obviously, you and I have such a different style of communicating. But if I ever feel like a real estate agent doesn't want to talk to me for some reason, but because you wanna keep them on the phone as long as you can, right? Not as like 30 minutes, but you wanna build that rapport. And one of the ways for you to keep the realtor on the line a little bit longer is kind of butter them up a little bit. Say, wait, have you been a realtor? I feel like I've heard your name around here in town. Do you do a lot of deals out here? And like 90% of the time they would say something because now you just complimented them without complimenting them. It's like I feel like I've heard your name around. Like I feel so flattered when I go to a real estate event. I'm like, hey, I've seen you around on creative finance. I'm like, whoa, now I want to talk to you, right? I mean, that's just one way of doing it. I just thought about, but I mean, there's so many other ways of doing it. So, hey, I'm trying to get a free.
Yeah, he's in a meeting right now. Is there something I can help you out with?
I was calling about the that was already sold back last year in October.
Okay.
Was that house sold on seller finance by any chance?
Which house? I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
The street.
What's the address? Okay. Is there a? No, I don't believe it was seller finance, but is there a co-list agent attached to that one?
Maybe. I don't.
Because then it would be his listing, and he could give you. But I don't recall any seller finance listings that we've sold recently. There's been a couple vacant lands seller finance that we've sold, but I can't recall any single family homes.
Okay, yeah, I'm just so my name is Kevin. I buy about one house on seller finance here in the valley, and I just saw that this house was on the public record. It says that this house was sold on seller finance, so I just wanted to give a call to see like, hey, like I buy one house on seller finance, and I want to make sure if he has anything, I'd love for him to get paid on any seller finance deals that I buy.
Yeah, so possibly I can check our inventory. We have about 50 agents on our team, and I can definitely check with them to see if anybody has any. If you want to email me over your info, then I can double check and look through it today and get your response as soon as possible.
Are you the broker or one of the agents?
I'm an agent. I'm a manager on our team.
Okay, got it. All right, perfect. So
my email is .com.
Okay, SI.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, man.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
All right. You run into that all the time, where a broker is the one that picks up the phone, or somebody else picks up the phone, and what you want to do, and what I should have done was I should have addressed who I'm having a conversation with, right? Because if I'm talking with, I could be having a conversation with a completely irrelevant person, right? And I don't want to waste my time on that. So what I would have done was, hey, like, okay, so this is okay. Wait, can I get a hold of you, or who am I speaking with?
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, Mr. Kent.
Hi, who's this?
My name is Kevin Cho.
Hey, Kevin, how are you today?
I'm doing great, sir. I wanted to give you a call. First off, thank you so much for picking up the phone call on a Monday morning. You're probably the only one that would actually pick up the phone.
Well, there you have it. We got to pick up the phone, don't we?
That's right.
How can I help today?
I was calling about the listing that you were sold on here in Scottsdale. This was you sold it back in October of last year. Looks like that house was sold on seller finance. And I buy one house on seller finance. Wanted to see if you got anything, or if you know about anyone.
You got one listed right now?
You do? Can I take a look at it?
I don't have a listing right now. Are you looking with a client? I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that, Kevin.
Yeah, so I'm an investor out here. I'm not a wholesaler. I actually buy these deals. I buy a lot of deals from wholesalers, like seller finance deals here in the valley. I realize there are only a few agents that actually understand what seller finance, how it's beneficial to this client. So I'm looking at all the public record to see like who sold houses on seller finance, like what listing agents sold their houses on seller finance.
Yeah, right.
And
right.
just
what kind of range are you looking at?
I think the one that you sold it was in the $1 million range, and I'm probably out of that price point. The most expensive seller finance I bought was $820,000.
Oh wow, that's good. Good for you.
Yeah, but that was my personal residence, so I don't know if that would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a house that is undervalued and could need help.
Not 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 necessarily. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be. I prefer it to be like all fixed up, if anything, just because I don't want to do much work. I don't have that big of a crew, so usually like handyman is like what I usually have.
Yeah, right.
And just rent them out on, I work with we work directly with the insurance clients, so we have a big insurance client that we're working with, and every single time we buy a house on seller finance, we would furnish them, and then we would rent out like a 3-bedroom 2-bath house for like probably $45,000 to $5,000 a month on with insurance companies.
Yeah. Okay. Well, send me your contact information, and I'll do my thing and look and see if there's any opportunities for it.
Yeah. What's your niche? Are you like in the Scottsdale $1 million plus?
Yeah, I'm a. What can I say?
A badass luxury agent, huh?
Yeah, but everybody is, right? No, I just have clients that have money, and they're always looking for something to buy as well. And I try to accommodate them. I'll take this call. I gotta go right now, Kevin.
All right. Whoa. He just hung up on me and he's like, I gotta go. So I think when you're calling listings that are over $1 million, like it intimidates people, because it's like, oh, I'm not a qualified buyer. Like I think the most expensive house I ever bought was 600 to 700. So I'm not even remotely close to what price range that he's playing at. But you just go in with a lot of confidence, right? So as soon as I pick up the phone, he goes, top of the morning, right? I'm like, top of the morning, Mr. Right? You set the authority, right? Just based on the way he sounds, he probably doesn't really give a crap about whether I do a deal with him or not. But it's just a good practice to have. He represents clients with money, and just the way, like truly, like the way he talks and his vibe and the speed that he talks at, he's like I don't need you. He really doesn't need me. Couple of ways I buttered him up was, I said, well, what's your niche? What kind of realtor are you? He goes, well, I don't know what I am. And I'm like, you're a bad luxury agent, that's what you are. And then he like started like chuckling, right? Butter him up. And he also asked me for like, hey, what are you looking for? Like, and I said, well, you know what? Because I never outshine the master, right? I said, you know what? I'm probably not in the price range that you're playing at. I think the most expensive house I bought was $820,000, right? You're above me. Like I want to get your help. You want to like you don't want to try to dominate that person. Like he would not do the deal with you otherwise. What else? I wanted to say something else. I did right off the bat say I am a buyer. I said I'm not looking to wholesale them. I am a buyer. Because I knew that with the experience level that he has, based on my assumptions, he has other wholesalers reaching out to him that's wasting his time. So for me, I went right into saying, hey, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm the end buyer. Matter of fact, I buy deals from wholesalers. That's what I do. Hey, this is Kevin.
Hi, how can I help?
Hey, thank you so much for picking up your phone call on a Monday morning. But I wanted to give you a call about the you already sold this February here in Queen Creek.
Okay.
Hey, I was calling about the house because it looks like that house was sold on seller finance. Am I correct?
What's the address on it?
It was
Yes.
the 3.3 the 3.3. It was sold on seller finance, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm calling you because I buy about one house a month on seller finance, and I'm not nearly at the price point that you play at, like the $3.3 million price point, but I wanted to just see if you run across any like seller finance deals here in the valley, because only a few agents really do.
I mean, from time to time we do, yeah. We've probably done 5 or 6 this year.
Okay. Are you mainly just in Queen Creek?
No, all over the valley. We do the majority of our business in Queen Creek, but I mean, I do East and West Valley.
Okay. What's the typical price point that you guys get these seller finance deals? Is it like the
I mean,
million?
usually the higher price point people are going to be more open to doing seller finance. I'm so sorry, my kids are literally going crazy.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
Just because
They
people
understand.
that are well off want to make money on their money, so
Right.
they don't typically need the money from the house.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I've done them at lower price points as well for people that like inherited the house, so they don't need the money either, and they're okay with making money on it.
I see.
So it just kind of depends on the situation.
Yeah. I like to play around like $700,000 and under, and I know that's like a little playground for you, but but this was a $1 million down payment, huh?
Yeah, well, they sold a house and then they put $1 million down on this one, and then did seller financing for the rest of it. We usually do like a 5-year balloon.
5-year balloon. Like what you guys do? Like you guys usually match the interest rate like 5-6%, if not higher.
It just depends on the situation. Yeah, 6 has been pretty typical. We're doing one right now on commercial land that's at I think 8, but it's a lower down payment too.
Yeah, but these deals only really work for like people that's looking to reside in the property, right? They're not investors to cash flow, really.
No, it wouldn't really work to cash flow.
Okay, I see. Well, hey, I just want to at least have a conversation with you just to see where this goes. But I appreciate you. You're one of the few people that actually picked up the phone on the Monday morning. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let me know if you have questions.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. $1 million price point home, $3.3 million. Right off the bat, I was like, you know what? I know you don't. I stay under $700,000, and that's a little playground for you, right? Butter them up a little bit. Thank you so much for picking up your phone on a Monday morning out of all the times, Oh, don't worry about the kids in the back. I don't have kids, but I understand. But that was a pretty good call. Yeah, $1 million down. You could. It was $1 million down because I was able to see that from PropStream. Like the loan, they sold it for 3.3. The loan that they got was 2.3. So that was a pretty big chunk of change.
What is this? A realty? This is.
Hey, what's up?
Good.
My name is Kevin Cho. Nice to meet you. I was calling about the house you already sold on Avenue here in Phoenix.
Yes.
Hey, looks like that house was sold on seller finance. Am I correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, the reason why I was calling was because I buy a lot of houses on seller finance. Like I just bought a house on seller finance on 23rd Avenue 2 months ago, and I just wanted to see if you run across any seller finance opportunities here in the Valley.
Oh, okay. I can keep you posted if I come up with something else.
Yeah. Is that what you do specifically?
I do a little bit of everything.
What's everything?
Yeah, I do just a little bit of everything, including seller financing.
Okay. Do you do like fix and flips, things like that?
Oh no! I don't flips. I do long-term investments.
Long-term investments. Okay.
Yes, and property management.
Okay. So this listing on what was the story on that one?
The lady wanted to have as much as she could, and the best way to do it was to do the seller financing.
Got it. So she had a number that she was looking for, but the only way for her to get that number 585 was to offer seller financing.
Correct.
Do you know roughly how much down payment it was?
I don't remember from the top of my head, but I believe it was like 10%.
10% down. What kind of interest?
I don't remember. They set it up between her and the buyer.
Okay, so you just kind of handle all the paperwork.
I handle the paperwork and I send it to title, but I didn't see exactly what kind of interest rate they settled with a title.
Okay, yeah. Well, do you know if your client do you know if she had another house that she's looking to seller finance?
From the top of my head, no. I do have a property that I'm gonna put for rent that belongs to her. She owns a lot of property. And once in a great mood is when she comes over and says, "Okay, I want to get rid of this property."
What was this, a headache or something, anything like that, or why did she sell this one?
I have no clue. She just called me and she said, "Hey, I want to dispose of this property." I don't usually ask questions. Yeah, if they say they want to sell it, let's work on it. If they say they want to buy a property, let's work on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to save my number, because I buy a lot of houses on seller finance. I at least one a month, right?
Okay.
So if you run across any seller finance deal like this house, I might have bought it without even you listing it, and you still get your commission. You know what I mean?
Okay, right. Okay, not a problem. I'll keep you. And give me your name again, please.
My name is Kevin.
Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin Cho, you say, right?
That's correct. Wow, you got good memory.
Right. Got it on over here.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
save me as Kevin, the seller finance guy.
Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and write it on the way, and
Perfect.
keep in touch if I come across another one.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Guys, I spent a lot of time, energy, and money into creating contents like this so that you guys can watch these videos for free. Guys, so if you guys can do me a huge favor and subscribe to this channel if this brought any value to you, and if you guys have any deals that you would like for me to take a look at, you can email them to deals@thekevincho.com, and I'll have my team take a look at it, and we'll let you know. So thank you guys.